Welcome back to Teaching Superstars, first graders. It is a Monday, and we are going to have some math fun today. Today, we're going to be breaking apart and describing embedded numbers to 10 using 5 groups, and we're going to be doing it with number bonds. So let's get right to it. So I went ahead and I had my number bonds prepared for you. So I'm going to give you some time. You can go ahead and pause the video, go get your number bonds. You can fold your paper and create your number bonds. That's a good way to start. Once you have your number bonds, come back and we can start. You can have some two color paper, you can have some counters, whichever way that makes you happy. You can practice with me. All right, let's get into it. So went ahead and I'm going to start with the basics. So this is what I want for you. We are not going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because that's what we did in kindergarten. No, 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 no. What I want for you to do, I want for you to visualize. So I put together a 10 frame. So as you can see right here, I made a 10 frame. So the reason why I made a 10 frame is because I wanted you to be able to use your 10 frame and know that if you have 5 on this side and 5 on this side, visualize how many you would have and know that, oh, that's how much I have. That's how much is missing. And I know you're first graders, but guess what? You got this. So we're going to start off by looking at this model here. How much do we have in total? How much do we have all together? And that means how much do we have right here? So when I look at everything within this model right here, I'm going to say we have 5. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write 5. So I'm going to click on my marker. I'm going to put it in and I'm going to write that we have 5. So we have 5 right here. Awesome. So the part about the number bond is once we put in that we have 5, the next step is to figure out, can we separate them? And that's the reason why I put them in separate colors. So we know we have 5 altogether. Now, can you separate them? One way to separate them would be to look at the colors. I know that we have 3 blue ones and we have 2 red ones. So that's a wonderful way to separate it. So 3 blue ones and 2 red ones altogether gives us 5 total. So we're going to practice some more, and that's how we're going to do our number bonds. So let's keep practicing. Let's go on to another one. All right, so let's look at this one. How many do we have in total? Now, this is where you're going to look at how many we have altogether. Now, a good math detective is going to look at the entire frame. So, a good detective is going to look at the entire frame. Now, we know it's a 10 frame. And we know a 10 frame has 5 on one side and 5 on the other side. So, in total, we have 5. So we have 7 altogether. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our 7. So if you have 7 altogether, this side has how many blue ones? It has 5 blue ones. So we're going to put our 5 blue ones. And then if this side has 5 blue ones, how many red ones? 2. And I want you guys to notice but I did not count them. I didn't count them because I'm looking at the colors and I'm doing a memory count. I'm visualizing. So it means five, five, and two gives us seven. So part and part gives us whole. Part, whole. Let's try another one. So this time I tried something different. I'm gonna see if you notice. Let me give you some time to think about it. I want you to pause the camera and I want for you to put your total in your box and put your part and your whole down for me. Then I'm gonna try something brand new with you. Good, so you're back. Now this is what I'm gonna try with you. Okay, let's check it out. So this time I'm gonna give you the part. I'm gonna give you a part of the answer is 2. Can you figure out the total? The total is, how did you know? 7. Good job. The total is 7. So if the total is 7 and the part is 2, hmm, what's the missing part right here? What would I need to put here? Hmm, I would need to put the missing part, which is 5. Because the part we filled in earlier was 2. This is the 10 frame and the number bond. So we did the total, part, part, whole, and we use the number bond system. Isn't that cool, guys? So we're not going to get frustrated by doing so many different problems all in one just so we could be tired. However, you will be practicing some on your own. Now, let's think about this for a while. So, let's do these last two. So, what do you think the total is? The total is going to be 6. So, the total is going to be 6. And I know it's 6 because I know that we usually have, when accounting, is what we know in our head. 5 right there and 1 by itself there. So then we have what? 5 and 1, right? Good. And 5 part and 1 part and 6 makes 6. Let's look at this one. How about this one? If it's a 10 frame, what's missing? Ah, so we have a total of 9. So we're going to have 5 here and 4 here. Sometimes we can visualize the 10 frame and we know there's one missing here. So if one is missing from 9, from 10, then it has got to be 9. Sometimes that's how I figure out what the problem is in order to get my answer. Yes, yes, yes. So, what did we learn today? We learned how to use our number bonds to figure out part, whole. What did you say? You wanted to do one that involved pictures? I definitely heard you. That I can do. So, let's look at this last one. So remember guys that we are making number bonds. We were always using 5. So here we have the part that's already filled in for us. And as we said, we're always using 5. So if we're using 5, we have 5 filled in for us, and we're using our 10 frame, raising our eyes because we're not counting with our fingers. So we have 10 as the total. Let's change the color of our marker. So we have 10 as our total. And if we have 5 as a part, then the other part has to be 5. Because if 5 is one part, the other part definitely has to be 5. So this ends our first lesson, and I will see you tomorrow with another lesson. Bye.